These 45-day radishes now are ready to be harvested. I'm just going to simply pull them out of the ground, dig a hole, and put these potato plants in and water them very generously. So let's get at it. Okay, that's the fire alarm they just tested on Saturday at noon. So that's what we are. We're at noon on Saturday planting. So here's a radish. Look at that, nice big one, huh? I like those. And then now I got a hole. I got to dig a hole here for the potato. So then I don't think these are anything important here. We're just going to get them out of here. And I'm just going to dig it with my hand and put it in this pot, so I don't mix it with the wood chips that are in my paths. So as deep a hole as I can dig with my hands is going to be good. You can see even down that far how much compost is in this soil. That's beautiful soil. You get soil like that, then you can start growing whatever you want. Get back in there, you. And you can grow it in any succession you want. So I'm close to a foot deep already. That's what we want. Rough up the sides a little bit. And you can see at the bottom of this hole, let me take some out again, clean out what I just messed around with. Look at this. That's more than a foot deep, and I still got that beautiful lush topsoil. All right, I want to rough up the sides a little bit. So the potatoes are going to grow into the sides. All right, water, we need water. Lots of water. All right, let me go get the pot of potatoes. Okay, these bananas are Russian fingerlings. I got them in this pot right here. And I already separated a couple of them out. This is what I got. This is the plant right here. That's the root. And here we got the stems. And I want that baby to go all the way down to the bottom of that hole, because potatoes grow out of the stems. Get that rest of that soil there out of there. So they're going to grow potatoes all the way up the stems here. I chitted them in the beginning of April, and then I put them in the pot, and I just put just a small layer of compost in the bottom of this pot. It's only about 4 inches deep, and I laid the potatoes in that pot. You can see that in here. It's way down in the bottom, and I laid those potatoes in that compost, and they sprouted in that compost. Now they grew some long stems, and that's what I want. Really long stems are trying to get to the top of that pot, so that now we can bury those stems underground. Okay, let's get to the next one here. I got some soil left over. Let's get it in there. It doesn't hurt to mound it up around the potatoes. That's what they're designed to be. There, I got it all back. This isn't ready to pick yet. Let's see what's next. Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at that. That's a radish to die for, huh? You gotta like that. I got another couple little ones here. Gotta do this all right. Gotta do it in the right succession. So speaking of succession, my design here is to have multiple harvests over time, as well as a variety of harvests. I harvested radishes early. Those are 30-day radishes, and I took out a fairly sizable pail full of them already. And then the 45-day radishes are now ready, and I'm beginning to harvest those. This is the first ones I'm harvesting of the 45-dayers right now. Okay, that looks like one potato right there. Tenacious, it wants to hang right together. Yeah, right there, that's the potato plant. Get her in there. And the next harvest is going to be peas, and we're just a couple weeks away from that. Peas and potatoes actually get along pretty well together. But really, when you have soil like this, I don't know if the companion planting chart is valid, because you have all this soil life, and the soil life is what it's, I think, two things. It creates a mechanism for plants to share nutrients, and also it might be kind of a barrier between the plants. So I think that that as long as you have the right kind of soil life, you're good to go. Okay, so that's the second potato plant in, and I got a beet next door here. But anyways, the next one is peas, and after the peas is going to be the beets, and after the beets we're going to have a harvest of potatoes and onions, and then this is going to be kind of cleared out. We're going to have a few carrots left in here, and I'm going to plant fall radishes, and this is we're looking at probably the end of August by this time. Right now it's June 6th. And after the radishes are harvested, which will be in middle to late October, I'm going to plant potato onions back in here to overwinter in the ground. And I actually do have potato onions here that have successfully overwintered 4 winters in a row, including 2 of the coldest winters I can remember having here. Alright, now again, I'm just going to dig a hole straight down with my hands. That's how nice this soil is. When you get that much compost mixed with your soil, this is what you're going to be able to do, just like I'm doing. And of course I have garden paths. I got paths between the beds, so I'm not compacting the soil. Soil compaction is the worst thing you can do because it squeezes the oxygen out, and your plants aren't designed to live in an oxygen-less environment. Look at that. Oh, it's 4 big pigs already. I just keep right on digging, and it just topsoil right straight to China here. Okay, get us another plant. Here's a nice long one here. That was a deeper hole. I think this is kind of like cheating. There. Get her down in there. Oh yeah. Rough the edges up. And add our soil back. I'm going to spread this one out a little bit. We'll get soil in the center of it and force the stems to the side. See what that does. Here's the newly planted potato. So this is the short potato. I planted right up to its leaves. Since the potatoes grow out of the stalks, the stems, we're going to have a lot of potatoes. And mind you, these actually started in compost, so they're got a very good healthy start. And the compost that I use is aerobic compost, and the plants actually can be planted in it immediately and live in it and grow in it and thrive in it. Left in here, you can see there's a radish. A number of radishes are left in here, so we're going to have another really good harvest. And those are potato onions. Then we have peas. You can see a carrot and a beet in the background there. That's what's in this bed. Okay, that job is finished. Now, looks a little different than when I started. Looks a little thinner. Now, this is what the bed is designed to do. We're getting a variety of crops in a succession of time. Already before June even, we've had a harvest, and we're going to continue to have harvests through June, into July and August. We're even going to have a harvest of radishes in October. And then of course we're going to be planting garlic or potato onions in the bed to be overwintered, and we're going to have another harvest or potential harvest in the spring, depending if we want it to grow or we want to harvest it as soon as it springs up out of the ground. So it looks really good. We're going to keep her going. So see you later. Thanks for watching.